play it by ear.
We're gonna play it by ear. Really?
I said year.
Oh.
I said year. It's hard to like be myself around you because you criticize me every time I talk. So it's kind of uncomfortable. See what I mean? See what I mean?
You guys you have to do better. This is not okay, okay?
Like there's a point, Kevin, where it's just like annoying. Just saying.
So why don't you take him seriously? Because you're just being a jerk right now. I need you to calm down. But you can. Just dig deep right in that area.
Take some Ritalin and calm down.
So now we're going to... I made a joke like this yesterday, and I got chewed out by somebody who works in the mental health industry. So...
That's for people with ADHD.
I know, like, but ADHD is on the mental spectrum because of the hyperactivity.
Half of America has ADHD. Like half of my graduating class probably had it. I feel like it's more like common than not, almost. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Kevin, listen to this. Paris terrorist was Syrian refugee. That's why we don't accept refugees.
You've been muted, so now I can't even hear you.
Well, there you go.
Wait, what was being said? I don't even know what that was saying. What was
one of the Syrian people that attacked was actually a previous refugee in France. So that's why we shouldn't accept refugees, because they might not seem like it at the time, but...
Kevin, what do you feel? You're unmuted now.
You are unmuted. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they did.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm definitely a person that...
Hey, if you open that gate, that dog's going to get you too.
I tend to judge a book by the cover. If I feel like it's somebody who looks a certain way that I cannot trust, I probably won't open the gate.
Yeah.
The Lord is not through with me. I'm working on me, but I'm definitely... And you're past that stage. You feel like you would just open the gate. Whether they looked...
That's risky, though. That's
definitely risky.
Very... I don't know. It's better to be safe than sorry, for sure. If one person gets killed in America because of this refugee, that makes it 200 times worse.
Right. But outside of my gate is a car, and I will let them get inside of my car. Outside of my gate is a car. But how do you determine whether they're the kind of people that abide by rules or the kind of people who will bomb you internally? How do you know they have your best interest? Right. So the question is, do you yeah, but that's not the
What
question.
do you think, Emily? Do you think we should let refugees in? Oh, all right.
The question is
You think we should?
Yeah. Why?
Correct.
Holy Kelly Clarkson. She had This is true. This is true. But I'm not looking at it as myself. You're looking at it from a personal perspective. I'm looking at it from like a global perspective. I'm looking at it from a global perspective. I don't know whether the risk is
What are you doing, Kevin?
This guy.
I just think it's not worth the risk if even one of those refugees that comes in here is bad.
I don't know if the risk is worth the reward. Like it would be helping a lot
Can
of
you hear us
people,
now?
but globally, that's why we need to think about our next president and if that person is capable of making these kind of decisions. What do you think Obama would do?
He says that he's kind of oblivious to this, apparently. To be honest, that's what like he said. He's like, well, it's this, like he said that the Paris attacks was a setback in their plan. Like he's just talking about it like, oh, it's just a whatever thing. I mean, he's I think opening the borders, but I mean,
that's because
I just say it's not worth the risk. I don't know. Like right now, especially after this, maybe in a couple of years after they're like proven to like be okay. Like I say, women and children maybe could come in. Women and children, I feel, are a safer bet.
And why do you say Jews too?
Yeah, I know. But do you know which one is and which one's not? You can't pick that out. Yeah, I know. But do you think in all the people we'd let in that not one of them would be somewhat related to ISIS or any sort of Al-Qaeda or a radicalist sort of view? Where do we I mean, that's colleges and stuff, and that's more people that have been here and they have psychological issues because they've been ostracized. No, also, Emily, do you think they'd be able to assimilate into our culture without having hatred and crimes? I doubt it. I severely doubt that there wouldn't be hate. There's already been people standing out of mosques trying to tell them. Huh? That's America's fault, but it's not going to change no matter what.
Like how do you put, like, what kind of protocol do you have to make sure that there are no hate crimes against them?
Segregate them or put them in certain areas?
Right. But do you think this should be an immediate thing or a gradual thing? Right. That's my only point. My only point is if it's going to happen, because I'm not for it, because I don't know how you can determine who is and who isn't relative or like down with ISIS. But should this happen, I think it should be a gradual process. I don't think it should be like an immediate thing while everybody. Okay.
Think about what happened in World War II. We were fighting Japan. They had to put all the Asians in like California around the country into almost concentration like camps to keep them from being harmed by American citizens. We're going to war with Syria and everything like that and ISIS. Do you think like that isn't the same? It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
Okay,
I'm
so
doing
break
comparison.
it down for us. Break it down for us.
History repeats itself. That's proven.